and welcome back to our channel. It's Friday and I'm ready to jam. Pick up my girls. Hey, it's Friday. It's Friday. It is Friday. Happy Friday, you guys. And not just any other regular Friday. It is Juneteenth. Happy Juneteenth to you guys. I pray that everybody is doing well and well today. If not, let's just stop, shake off all any type of negative energy that may be coming our way, and let's really and truly focus upon really having a great evening and going into a great weekend for you guys. So for those of you who are new to this channel, my name is Danielle Bailey and I am a full-time entrepreneur. I decided to bet on myself in 2019 and I decided to go full-time entrepreneurship. Full-time entrepreneurship has been up, down, up, down, 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 up, down. So this channel is dedicated to documenting my journey of full-time entrepreneurship. And so with after I came due to COVID, I went end up going on a hiatus a little bit, and I did not make any videos. So during this time, I really and truly thought about a whole bunch of stuff between, and so I came up with this whole concept of I have a brand that's called Currently Building Generational Wealth. I decided to turn that into a business. So now I believe that this channel moving forward is going to be renamed and rebrand to Currently Building Generational Wealth as well. And it's basically going to show you how I'm building my generational wealth. I feel like that is a subject that a lot of people be wanting to know. How do you build wealth? You hear everybody talking about some generational wealth. You hear the how, you hear the generational wealth, but you don't necessarily see the people saying the how to build generational wealth, and how to, talking about the ups and downs, the wins, and the losses, and the failures, not necessarily failures, but the learning experience. Okay, I don't really think that anything is a failure until you stop. I think that as long as you keep on going, it's not a failure, it's a learning experience. And so that's kind of what I'm here to talk about today, okay? I am here to talk about a learning experience that I learned, and that, in the words of my mom, about sense makes the best sense. And your girl bought this at a pretty high price. And so I wanted to come on here and I just wanted to share with you guys. I want to be transparent. If you're new to this channel, I am very, very transparent with you guys. I talk about some of the stuff, highs and lows, a lot of stuff that a lot of people don't talk about, but I will, because it's just, hey, part of life. But nonetheless, so I decided last year, I have been really and truly going back and forth with creating a budget planner. I have been wanting to do that for like years and years. I want to say about 2 years. I wanted to create my own planner, and so I was just like, oh my god, I want to do one. But for about 2 years, I was intimidated by creating a planner. I didn't know where to go to create the planner. I didn't know how to print the planner. I didn't know I didn't know any of that. So for months, I allowed that fear to drive me not to make the planners at all. So I decided to start doing some research, and like, some people are not helpful, okay? Like, I know that a lot of you guys be like, yeah, I want to start some stuff or whatever, but then people are like, no, I'm not going to tell you. Like, you need to find your own. You need to do this. You need to do that. And that's what I faced too. Like, nobody will really share their printer. Nobody. Like, I was like, who your printer is? Go, well, here's a list of people. You can, some people would give me a list. Let me say that. Some people would give me a list and some people wouldn't respond at all. And it's just like, yo, like, how? Like, your printer. It's, nonetheless, a lot of people just say figure it out. And so like for the longest, for about a year, because nobody really share information, I didn't do anything. But here's the thing though, it's not their responsibility to share information with me. It's my responsibility, because it's my product, to go and find the information, to find it, research it, to pay for it if I have to pay for it. And so that's what I kind of did. Like, I started doing my own research and I started learning. And one of the greatest things that I could have ever done is look at the product that I have already bought. Okay, let me give y'all some free game that y'all not necessarily thinking about. Look at products that you've already bought. Okay, prime example, this. I bought this, right? And so when you buy stuff like this, and first thing that you need to do when you start creating a planner, you need a graphic designer, because unless you're good at graphics, okay, unless you're good at graphics, if not, you need to find you one. So my thing is, look at stuff that you've already bought. Okay, look at stuff that you already bought. Look in the inside, because guess what? Their designers are listed. They tell you who designed your planners. And since you already have a document or a product that designer created and you like it, what you gonna do? Up in here it has planner design and layout by Brittany Mays of bmays.com. There go her information right there. So, yo, when I say I started, when I got over the fact that nobody was sharing the information with me, and I really and truly started thinking about stuff, I just started going, looking at stuff that I already had. And so there go the information for their designer in there. Guess who? Guess who created mine? The same person, because I know what her designs look like. I contacted B Mays and got B Mays to make my own products. Okay? So when you're seeing who is your designer and when you running into people who are not sharing stuff with you, if you do not have their product, buy their product, because in there somewhere is going to be information about who they use and where they get the information from. Now, the only thing that I would say is that a lot of people do not share their printers, and you have to, and I see why people don't share their printers, because they don't want to, if the printer company doesn't work out for you, they don't want to be like, you to be like, oh, they ain't do something and blame them for it. So I can get that a little bit. But so, when I started creating my planners and my journals and stuff like that, I contacted B Mays, because I know B Mays created that. She created this. Okay, like when yet again, when we start looking at this stuff, when you start looking at it, there go her tag information. She puts everything in. She put her information in everything. So that's exactly what I end up doing. I contacted her. I emailed her and went to her website, followed her. I contacted B Mays a year before I entered, because I wanted to know what her prices was. So I contacted B Mays a year in advance. Like, I was just like, oh, could you tell me how much it is or whatever, because I just thought, for me, and honestly, like, I want to say this. I feel like I'm jumping all over the place. Don't allow your fear to stop you from, because in my mind, I felt like B Mays was going to be so expensive. Like, I don't know why I thought that it would be $2,000-$3,000 to get her, and actually it's not. Like, in my mind, I had that already. I was like, oh my God, it's gonna be about $2,000-$3,000, whatever, to get her on board. And so she sent me. I had contacted her. She sent me her prices, and it was just like, wait, graphic designers are really not that high, Danielle. Where you get that number from? So, like, don't allow that to, stop you. Still reach out to people, whether you have the money or not. Okay, reach out to people, ask them how much their prices is to give you a gauge, so that way when you start saving up, you can actually really and truly start saving your money and understanding, having a running budget in the back of your head. So for me, I created 3 items with B Mays. Okay, we created this. We created Currently Building Generational Wealth, a prayer journal for breaking generational curses. We also created the daily planner, Currently Building Generational Wealth, the daily planner. And then the last of the Mohicans, one of the biggest things that I have, one of the most proudest things that I really am proud of, is Currently Building Generational Wealth, the budget planner. So I used her and we created all 3 things, and it was such an amazing experience. But I know y'all are like, Danielle, what a problem came in at? The problem came in, the pricing of her was reasonable. The printing. This is why I think that it's not a failure, it's a learning experience. The printing of this journal is what really, in my opinion, did not make it sell. It did not do the numbers that I wanted it to do because these planners are expensive. And I'm not gonna say, I don't want to say that they're expensive. Like, they're not the regular price of your planners or whatever. And this is where I come in and I do a lot of learning about this. This is why I say it's a really learning experience. I created these planners with me in mind, what I liked, what I wanted to give the people, not necessarily thinking about cost efficiency. I didn't think about that, and I should have, because these are full color journals. These are full color planners. Printing full color is expensive. It's higher than black and white. So when it comes to the printing cost, you got your printing cost determines how much you're gonna sell these planners. Okay, so my printing cost was super duper high, and because I printed them stateside. Now, if I would have sent these planners off and really and truly got them printed overseas, they would have been a little bit more. They would have not expensive, but they would have been super duper of cheaper. Okay, but instead I had to go stateside, and stateside ain't the way to go. So my planners end up being printed, and they end up being printed at a higher cost, and so that's what made my planners a little bit more higher. So, but I don't regret actually getting these done. I'm thankful that I actually had this experience. So I plan on next year for 2021. I am actually going to start working on those planners for 2021. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm going to wake on. Hold on, y'all. Sorry, y'all, but I'm going to start working on them soon, and then I'm going to reach out to a printing company overseas. I will not share you guys the actual printing company that I decide. I will not share that, but I will give you guys in a direction. Alibaba.com is a lot of where you can find your overseas printing companies. The reason why I won't share the printing company is because when I start trying to find one, is because of the simple fact is, if something go wrong, I don't want y'all to come and blame me. Now, I will share the one stateside. I use what's the people name? I'm gonna look it up, and I'm gonna put the printing company that I use stateside in the description box. I have no problem with telling you about them, but when I do go overseas, because it's a risk. Anytime you go overseas, it is a risk. And so I don't want people to blame me. I don't want to share that one. So I will not share the one overseas. But Alibaba.com is where you can go and find a lot of printing companies, and where you can go and find a lot of stuff that these people are selling wholesale. Go to Alibaba.com. Hair, makeup, all of that. That's what your local people are selling, and you think they won't give you the information. Go to Alibaba.com, and you can find a list of vendors. Now you're gonna have to find your own personal vendor, but that's where you go, and you go from there. A lot of this stuff that these people are that are selling is wholesale, and that's all they doing is just getting the makeup company to reprint and rebrand it with their brand on it. But go to Alibaba.com and just you'll see a lot of stuff. Like I said, the game. What they say? What is it? The game is to be sold, told, and not sold. Go research the game, and I'm gonna tell you who gave me Alibaba.com information. Mia Ray. She was on one of her lives, and so she was talking about, if y'all don't follow her, Mia Ray, she created a whole bunch of stuff that I have, but she was saying about how when she was trying to get into the game, like, she had to figure things out herself or whatever. And so she was just saying, she was just like, Alibaba.com is where y'all can go, and y'all can go find a lot of stuff. Like, she did not share her own personal vendor, but she did give people a tip of where to go, and she did say her actual vendor is on Alibaba.com, but she will not say who was the vendor. When you go to Alibaba.com, it is a lot of vendors on there, so you have to sift through whatever it is, and y'all got to remember too. So, but like I'll tell y'all about my experience when I actually start going through it. When I actually get the planner created, with me and Brittany, B May, like I said, B May's design is the designer that I use. She will forever create all my planners and stuff because I like the way me and her work. So she's a really good designer, but I like the way me and her work and stuff like that. So that's who actually did my planners. So I don't have a problem with sharing who my designer is. So she's good. I love her. And she's from Texas too. I did not know she's from Texas. I really thought that she's from up north. But nonetheless, she is African American female too as well. So nonetheless, y'all, I just wanted to share that with y'all. Like let me tell you about the planner. So the planners did not do the numbers that I anticipated, that I did not expect it, that I expected them to do. They did not do. They did not do, y'all, and it really does go back to. I feel like where I dropped the ball at is I did not have them when I don't think I really promoted them well. I will say that. I don't really think that I market them well. And I think that the price point is what also got a lot of people too. The budget planner itself, even though I have paid like high for planners, even me personally, I have paid for planners. I have paid $54 for a planner. I have, but like I really wanted them, and like I guess they was a well established brand, and I'm just not coming out the gate. But the budget planner itself was $49.99. Like in the inside of it, it's worth it. Like, do not get me wrong, every last one of these are worth it. Like, it's a lot of information in here or whatever. But I can see how people may not have wanted to purchase them. I don't know, because a lot of people, they try to lowball you anyway or whatever. And so, but the reason why they were so high, I don't know. I don't want to say that they high. Like, I don't know if I should say that they were high or what. But the reason why they were going for $49.99 is because it costs $39.99 to print it. Okay? So it's only a $10 profit, and it's really not necessarily a $10 profit, because when I buy them from my printing company, I have to pay for shipping too. So when I say that this was a loss, it was a loss. It was a loss, but it was a learning experience. I did not recoup the money back. I did not make enough money to fully pay back the investment that I put into this. I had to pay for Brittany. I also had to pay to get these copywritten. I also had to pay to get an ISBN number at the back of it. So like, it was well into, it could be, honestly, I believe this project was about $1,300 to $1,500, and I did not make nowhere close to that back. But I did gain a lot of information. So I'm not letting that deter me. What they say, scared money don't make no money. I'm not letting that deter me at all. Like, I'm still out here fighting. I'm still trying to stay in the race. Thank you to anybody that really and truly purchased these planners. I feel like the people that purchased the planners and stuff like that, like, they really wanted to give it a shot, and they really wanted to try. And so like, that what makes it even more special and stuff. So like, I'm learning, you guys. I don't want this to defeat me at all. So that's why I'm really sharing my experience with y'all too. Like, because truth be told, it's just be like, sometimes I be like, man, like, can I even sell anything? Like, with anybody? Ain't nobody gonna want to buy nothing from me. Don't nobody want to buy nothing from me. Like, I have those thoughts too, and I have to be like, no, sis, like, we gotta keep going. You gotta keep, like, the information that you're promoting. Like, people need it, and people want it. You just got to be patient, be diligently, be consistent, and put the information out there. Okay? So that's what I'm sharing with y'all today. Still keep going, even though you feel like that it's not work. Even though when you feel like it's not working, still go. Still keep pushing. Still keep growing. Get better. and one day it ain't got no choice. Ooh, that's trying to sit in my spirit. This ain't got no. I'm sorry, damn, that's something, girl. This ain't got no choice but to work because it can't fail. It cannot fail. Like, yo, I know it can't fail because the information that I'm pumping, that I'm putting out there, is great information. So therefore, it's not going to fail. It cannot fail. And plus, God told me to do these things. Like, no, I'm not crazy. Like, God for sure told me to do this stuff. And so, like, it's not going to fail. It cannot, it will not fail. So remember, when you start speaking those, when you start having those self-defeating thoughts, remember to keep saying it. This can't fail. It has no choice but to succeed. It has no choice. Like these have no choice. They don't have no choice but to be sold. Okay, these are my personal ones. Okay, those are mine. So they have no choice but to be sold, and they're going to get sold. It's just that hey, I need to do a little bit better at marketing. I need to learn a little bit more here. I need to learn a little bit more there, and stuff like that. So that's all I got for y'all on today. Remember that scared money don't make no money. Remember to conquer your self-defeating thoughts. Keep on pushing, and keep on going. No matter what you may think, or no matter what anybody else may say, as long as the Lord say you go, you go. All right. That's the one who we answer to. We don't answer to nobody else but God, Jesus, the Holy Spirit. Okay, they're the only three people we answer to, and they all in one. They the Holy Trinity. But nonetheless, y'all, thank y'all so much for watching, and I will see you guys on next week. Y'all have a wonderful weekend. Love y'all. Talk to y'all later. Bye.